Ever feel like your emotions are steering you toward disaster, and you're merely a passenger? Imagine this. You're in a meeting trying to make a point, and someone interrupts you, completely throwing you off balance. Your anger rises, and you're ready to lash out. But what if I told you that you, not your emotions, hold the reins? The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond that counts." Today, we'll explore how to direct your life where you want it to go, no matter what emotional turmoil you encounter. This isn't about burying your feelings or becoming robotic. It's about mastering your reactions, becoming the commander of your actions, the pilot of your own ship in the stormy sea of emotions. Are you ready to seize control and be the hero of your story? Let's dive in. The nature of emotions. All right, let's unpack what we're dealing with. Emotions aren't your adversary. They're more like that overzealous workout partner who sometimes pushes you too far. They have a purpose, alerting you to danger, celebrating successes, and connecting with others. But if left unchecked, they can override your logical mind before you even realize it. Here's the thing. Your brain is wired for survival, not for navigating modern life. When emotions strike, your amygdala, your brain's alarm system, goes off before your prefrontal cortex, the logical center, has a chance to react. That's why you might snap at someone before you've even processed what happened. But this is where most people go wrong. They think they're powerless against these emotional waves. They let anger lead them into regrettable confrontations or fear hold them back from their goals. They forget that while you can't always control how you feel, you can control how you act. True strength isn't about not feeling. It's about feeling and still choosing your response. Next, we'll look at how the ancient Stoics, some of the most mentally resilient people in history, dealt with this exact challenge. Believe me, they understood emotional resilience. The Stoic view on emotions. Let's talk Stoicism. These weren't just philosophers. They were mental warriors. They learned how to stay cool when life heated up. Take Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, for example. He famously said, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This guy managed an empire, dealt with wars, plagues, and personal losses, and still believed that we hold the power over how we respond. If he could do it, what's stopping us? The Stoics believe that external events aren't what harm us. It's our perception of them that does. Think of it like lifting weights. The weight doesn't change, but your mindset does. It's the difference between succeeding at that last rep or failing. They taught us that while we can't control our feelings, we can focus on our actions. As Bruce Lee said, "You will continue to suffer if you have an emotional reaction to everything that is said to you." True power is observing everything with logic. If words control you, then everyone else controls you. Breathe and let things pass. The power of choice. Now, this is where it gets real. Between what happens to you and how you react lies a space. That space may be tiny, like the pause before blocking a punch, but in that space is your superpower, choice. This choice grants you a sense of freedom, like a fighter choosing their next move in the ring. Think of life as a boxing match. Life throws a punch. Maybe your boss yells at you, or your partner decides to leave. That's the trigger, and your emotions flare up. But in that brief moment, you have a choice. You can let your emotions take the lead and probably find yourself flat on the mat. Or you can step back, guard up, and choose your next action. As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. The same goes for mastering your actions. It's about consistently choosing your response, even when emotions are screaming for you to do otherwise. Feeling angry doesn't mean you have to lash out, and feeling afraid doesn't mean you have to retreat. Practical techniques for choosing actions. Time to get practical. We've talked the theory. Now let's walk the walk. Here are some tried and true techniques to help you choose your actions, even when emotions are trying to take over. First up is pause and reflect. This is your secret weapon. When you feel your emotions rising, hit the brakes. Take a deep breath, count to 10 if you need to. It's like stepping back in the ring to reassess. Is your reaction going to help you win, or will it just land you on the mat? Next is cognitive reframing. Fancy words for changing your perspective. Let's say your workout buddy bails on you. Instead of thinking, "This sucks, my day is ruined," flip the script. "Now I can push myself even harder without distractions." Same situation, different mindset. Then there's values-based decision-making. Ask yourself, what would the best version of me do right now? Would your ideal self lose their cool over a small setback? Probably not. They'd stay focused on the bigger picture. Finally, we have emotional acceptance. This one's tough but essential. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. Don't waste energy fighting it. Acknowledge it, then decide how to respond. It's like recognizing the pain during a tough workout. You feel it, but you keep going anyway.